How good was Willie Mays, really? Baseball fans still debate it, but the answer is as dazzling as the man himself. Mays wasn't just a player. He was a phenomenon, a force of nature who changed the game and left a legacy that's impossible to ignore. His story, from humble beginnings in Alabama to the bright lights of New York and San Francisco, is a testament to talent, perseverance, and the sheer joy of playing baseball at the highest level. Born in 1931 in Westfield, Alabama, Willie Howard Mays Jr. grew up surrounded by sports. His father played semi-pro baseball, and his mother was a star on the local softball scene. By 16, Mays was already playing professionally for the Birmingham Black Barons of the Negro American League, dazzling crowds with his speed, power, and glove. Scouts took notice, and in 1950, the New York Giants signed him straight out of high school. Mays's major league debut in 1951 didn't start with fireworks. He went hitless in his first 12 at-bats, but he soon smashed his first home run off Hall of Famer Warren Spahn. That rookie year, he hit .274 with 20 home runs and 68 RBIs, earning Rookie of the Year and helping the Giants to the pennant. Then, just as his star was rising, the Korean War called. Mays missed most of the 1952 and all of the 1953 seasons while serving in the U.S. Army at Fort Eustis, Virginia. He didn't see combat, but played on the Army baseball team, keeping his skills sharp and even learning the famous basket catch from a fellow soldier. Mays returned to the Giants in 1954 and wasted no time reminding everyone what made him special. That year, he hit .345 with 41 home runs and 110 RBIs, earning his first MVP and leading the Giants to a World Series title. In Game 1, he made the catch, an over-the-shoulder grab in deep center field that remains one of baseball's most iconic defensive plays. The Giants swept the series, and Mays' legend grew. Willie Mays was the ultimate five-tool player. He could hit for average, hit for power, run, field, and throw, all at an elite level. Over 23 seasons, he racked up 3,293 hits, 660 home runs, 1,903 RBIs, 338 stolen bases, and a 302 career batting average. He led the league in home runs 4 times, stolen bases 4 times, slugging percentage 5 times, and triples 3 times. He hit over 310 seasons and drove in 100 runs 10 times. His 2,062 runs scored and .557 slugging percentage put him among the all-time greats. His power was legendary, but his speed was equally impressive. In 1956, he led the league with 40 stolen bases and became the first National League player to hit 30 home runs and steal 30 bases in a season. He finished as the first player in history with both 300 home runs and 300 stolen bases. Defensively, Mays was a marvel. He won 12 straight Gold Glove Awards after the honor was created in 1957, a record for outfielders. He played more games in center field than anyone else, 2,829, and holds the all-time record for outfield putouts with 795, but numbers only tell part of the story. Mays played with a joy and charisma that made him a fan favorite. His basket catch became iconic, and his arm was so feared that runners rarely challenged him. He was a showman, but never a show-off, letting his play speak for itself. The 1950s and 60s were the era of Mays. In 1955, he hit 51 home runs, becoming the youngest to reach that mark at the time. In 1962, he smashed 49 homers, drove in 141 runs, and batted .304, leading the Giants to another pennant. In 1965, at age 34, he won his second MVP, hitting a career-high 52 home runs. He was a 24-time All-Star, tying for second most ever, and won the All-Star Game MVP twice. Mays' consistency was remarkable. He played nearly 3,000 games, missing significant time only for military service, and remained productive into his 40s. Even as the Giants moved from New York to San Francisco, Mays stayed the face of the franchise, winning over new fans with his play and personality. He led the league in runs scored in his first season on the West Coast and continued to pile up accolades off the field. Mays broke barriers as an African-American superstar during segregation and the civil rights movement. He was among the first black athletes with major endorsement deals and became the highest-paid player in baseball. His presence helped normalize the inclusion of African-American athletes in American sports. Mays' impact went beyond baseball. He became a symbol of excellence and perseverance, a role model for kids everywhere. His off-field contributions, charity work, youth coaching, and advocacy for civil rights cemented his status as a true ambassador for the game. Mays' postseason stats, 247 in 25 World Series games, aren't eye-popping, but his teams were always contenders, and his leadership was never in question. He finished his career with the Mets, helping them reach the 1973 World Series before retiring at age 42. Elected to the Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility, he later received the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Statistically, Mays' place in history is secure. At retirement, he ranked third all-time in home runs, behind only Babe Ruth and Hank Aaron, and still ranks sixth today. His 3,293 hits are 12th most all-time, and his 2,062 runs scored are 7th. He's the only player with at least 3,000 hits, a 300 average, 300 home runs, and 300 stolen bases. His defensive stats are unmatched among outfielders. Modern analytics only reinforce his legendary status. Mays' career wins above replacement, WAR, of 156.2 is 5th all-time and 3rd among position players, behind only Barry Bonds and Babe Ruth. He led NL position players in WAR for 10 seasons and led the league in on-base plus slugging, OPS, 5 times, ranking 26th all-time with a .941 mark. Advanced stats confirm he saved more runs than any outfielder of his era, 187. But greatness is more than numbers. Mays' peers and managers considered him the most complete player they'd ever seen. Giants manager Leo Durocher famously said, "If somebody came up and hit .450, stole 100 bases, and performed a miracle in the field every day, I'd still look you in the eye and say, Willie was better." Opponents marveled at his instincts and his ability to make the impossible look routine. 18. Mays inspired generations of players, black and white, to believe they could be stars. His style, love for the game, and sportsmanship became the gold standard. After retiring, he coached, mentored, and ran the Say Hey Foundation to support underprivileged youth. Even in his later years, Mays remained a fixture at Giants games, mentoring young players and reminding everyone of the standards he set. Willie Mays died in 2024 at age 93, but his legend endures. He was the Say Hey Kid, the five-tool superstar, the player who could do it all and did it with a smile. He left the game with 660 home runs, 3,293 hits, 12 Gold Gloves, 2 MVPs, and 24 All-Star selections. He was the greatest center fielder ever, and arguably the greatest all-around player in baseball history. When you see a player today leap for a catch, steal a base, or hit a towering home run, you're seeing echoes of Willie Mays. His combination of skill, flair, and impact on the sport and society is unmatched. In the end, the answer to how good Willie Mays actually was is simple. He was as good as it gets. The gold standard by which all others are measured,